Roseville Township Community Recreation Commission, Thursday, April 28th, 2016. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, good evening, everybody.
Thank you.
All right, we need a motion for the approval of tonight's agenda. Any additions, deletions? Otherwise, I need a motion to approve.
Approve.
And Ann is a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion passes. Okay, approval of the minutes for March 24th, 2016. Any additions, deletions? Otherwise, I need a motion to approve. And my understanding is we have the wrong date on there. Instead of 2015, we're going to change it to 2016.
We're going to change it to the correct date, which would be March 24, 2016.
Okay. Any other additions, deletions? Otherwise, I need a motion to approve, please. We got Ms. Helena, second.
I'll second.
And Ann, seconds. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion passes. Public comment, 3-minute limit to non-agenda items. Anybody from Tails want to make any comments?
Can we hear what you have to say?
Your moment.
Yeah.
Our moment.
Yes.
Moment on the agenda.
Roberta Hall, Tails Treasurer. Hopefully you all have had a chance to look at the proposal that we gave you last month. And if you have any questions, again, we're here. Robin is president. Again, I'm treasurer. We're happy to answer any questions you have and want to invite you, to come over and look at the situation at the shelter. Right now, we're very low on cats and dogs, an unusual thing, which we hope we are attributing to the fact that we are doing our job. But that doesn't mean that there won't be a day when we have 25 cats and 4 dogs that we need to take care of. So please, I'm hoping for the best of all of you. And as we said before, this is a fully funded addition to the shelter, and it's just a total win for the entire community, for the homeless pets, and for everyone here. Thank you.
Well, we like the plan, and we're actually going on a field trip today.
I heard that. I'm happy about that.
We're going to go see Tails. We're going to see what so we all visualize it, and then we're going to go from there.
I would have put spotlights for you. I'm afraid that it's going to be
Well,
dark.
we're gonna be really
But,
quick.
Helena and Brandy both know the situation over there, so hopefully you're in good hands.
All right.
Thanks.
Any questions? All right. Thank you.
I have a question. How many cats and dogs are there in residence right now?
Right now, there's only 1 dog and 6 cats. But it's not unusual in the winter for our numbers to go down. People are homebound, they come in, they adopt. So the truth is we are waiting for the other foot to drop. Because normally in May we get like 3 litters of kittens, and as soon as the weather turns really nice, every stray cat in the county seems to be coming to Grosse Ile. So we're expecting to be having 20 to 25 cats by the end of May. Okay. And unlike, the common sense is that spring is cat season, kitten season, well, we will be hit very hard come September, October. That's even a heavier kitten and cat season for some reason. So, even though we're lean now, we have to look forward to the times when we are full. There have been times in past years when we've had 45 cats. And there was one year we had so many dogs we were putting them in the ACO's office. So, you can't gauge it on what's going on today. You have to look at the average of what the year brings, unfortunately. And because we are an island, we are totally susceptible to drop-offs, and you can't gauge those. Depending on what's going on in other communities, it has a big effect on what's happening here. If you're between a rock and a hard place and have to give up your pet, and you're from off island, and you call Grosse Ile, and we only accept pets from Grosse Ile, what do? You drive over the bridge and you drop that dog off in the Kroger parking lot. Because it's a nice dog, and if you drop it at another animal shelter, it's probably going to face euthanization within 4 or 5 days. So, people do what they think is best based on their pet. Detroit Animal Shelter recently changed their rules and relaxed them, so more shelters are going in and taking pets. Michigan Humane Society just opened a new facility in downtown Detroit, so they have a greater ability to take pets. So hopefully that will have an impact on us. because frankly, we don't know where the strays come from. They don't tell us. We wish they did, and even though there's only 2 bridges coming over, how do you know? I mean, without constant surveillance, how do you know who's coming over with the dog? But because of those situations in the other areas, we're thinking that maybe that is having an impact on the number of drop-offs here on the island, which is a good thing for us. But of course, that can change in a heartbeat. Everybody's situation changes, everybody's economic situation changes, their family environment changes, and for better or worse, the pets are the last to be thought of. So we're ready to speak for them, and hopefully you will be too. Thank you.
Roberta, you're not a staff member of TAILS, you're with the Friends of or whatever.
Well, TAILS is the stewardship group of Groseal Animal Shelter, and we have been for 20 years.
So you are with TAILS?
I'm with TAILS. I'm the
All right,
treasurer.
that's
This is Robin. She's the president.
Okay.
The animal shelter is run by the township, and the township police department pays the ACO. But TAILS has, for 20 years, been supporting the shelter economically. We pay all of the medical bills. We pay for the spay-neuters. We pay for any additional ear cleanings, right, Dr. Woodward? Whatever has to be done for the pet's health, we take care of. We have also, in the meantime, added on a front vestibule. We've added on a quarantine room. We've added on a what they call a parlor. The latest thing in community cat care is to have a room where you can house more than 1 cat, where they have free roam of the room. We've done all of those things through our supporter donations. The township is responsible for the ACO salary. They're responsible for the food, the litter, and in extenuating circumstances where you have a really bad dog that has to be dealt, they deal with the expense of that bad dog. But TAILS is the ones, I like to say, we pay for the fluff of the animal shelter. Okay. We do all the fun things that are over there. And we have a lot Robin's laughing. We put in a catwalk. One of the first volunteers for the shelter passed away, and her family donated money 18 years ago. So we put in a catwalk around the cat room, and people come in and they go, "Oh, there's a cat up there." And the cats are like, "Oh, hello."
I see stuff like on YouTube. That's pretty cool, that stuff.
It's very cool. It's very cool. So we try to provide extra amenities for all of the pets there. Recently, we had an animal behaviorist come in. Julie found a person through Michigan Humane and some other group, and she came and she put on a 3-hour seminar for the volunteers as far as learning dog behavior, what it means when you see whites of their eyes, what it means when their tail's between their legs. So it helps them evaluate a dog, and it helps them be cautious around dogs that may or may not be agreeable to humans. So TAILS is paying for those kind of things within that shelter that the township does not include in their budget.
All right, thank you so much. We want to go over see it in daylight.
Okay.
And when you go, I'm Robin, the president. Robin Benson, the president of TAILS.
And you're Benson, did you say?
Benson.
Thank you.
When you go over to look at the area that we would like to take over, if you just stand in the front of the shelter, look out at the paddock, it's to the red gate. So you get a visualize, it's 50 feet. But if you look to the red gate, that's how far out we would want to go.
Cool.
Okay?
Robin, Roberta? I've got a question.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I don't want to take your time. I want you to go tour.
Yeah, no. I just wanted to give you an opportunity. It wasn't too long ago that you had an issue with the washer and dryer?
Yes, we did.
What kind of you had a tremendous outpouring of support on that.
Our washer and dryer, which we purchased, we think 10 years ago. We actually have 2 sets, 2 washers, 2 dryers. The set that we purchased 10 years ago, the dryer died. And ACO Cordes put on Facebook that our dryer died. And within 2 days, we had enough money to buy a washer and dryer.
They have just a tremendous
We have a tremendous amount of support from Groseal community, and I have to say, even from off-island, we have a lot of people coming to us from off-island to adopt. We have people who have moved away and still are supporting us. But yeah, the washer-dryer thing was phenomenal. We bought a Speed Queen commercial set.
Wow.
And I believe it was delivered yesterday. I haven't been back to see it, but I'm anxious. I'm not a laundry girl, but I'm ready to roll.
Well, it's just a matter of showing what kind of support that you have.
Exactly. So, as far as our expansion is concerned, I'm sure we have the full support of the community behind us.
All right, thank you.
Thanks.
Yep. AC, she was the animal control officer.
Okay.
Okay, no presentation. Chairperson's report. All right. So anyway, we are going to be going on a field trip today. We're going to go to the animal shelter. Our duty is basically going to go around there and get a visual idea of what they want to do. We all feel it's a great plan. We have some questions about, drainage and stuff like this, but we want to be able to have every one of the commissioners take a look at the site and fully understand what's going on. It's a lot different than seeing the black and white layouts and stuff on paper. So any questions on what we're going to do on our field trip? Oh, from there, we're going to go over there and see the restaurant updates and what Brandy has done inside of her office, new paint and stuff like that. And
not just my office, but all of Water's Edge.
she let everyone else's building look bad. Her office only looks good. All right, so with that, the CRC new members, our last meeting we did put together an interviewing committee. We did interview some people, and we got some recommendations for that. That'll be later on. And other than that, that's good. We're going to go right to Brandy so we can still have daylight. Brandy,
Okay.
Director's report.
Quickly, Smokies on the water, they're moving along diligently. Every day it looks different in there, so it's really looking good. And on our tour today, we're going to go through, they're anticipating a mid-May start. Their liquor license was approved, and they're hiring staff, and the flooring is almost done. So like I said, every day I walk in, it looks a little bit different. Right now at Water's Edge, we're also working on our building. The utility work and plumbing is going in the next week. The building will go in shortly thereafter. The roof is complete over the Water's Edge building. It looks wonderful. The interior painting has been done, and we did a massive spring cleaning. And then the exterior is being painted. If you'll notice that the boards are different colors right now, and what we're doing is they've replaced the chipped and cracked boards, and now they're getting ready to prep it to paint. So they've done the exterior trim, and then they'll get on the sideboards as soon as the weather is a little bit better. They might be there over the weekend. If not, it'll be, weather permitting, it'll be finished next week. The master plan was approved by the Township Board on April 25th meeting, so now it will be submitted to the DNR and to Wayne County, so we're officially on file and can apply for grants. It has also been approved. The recreation operation millage is up for renewal. It will be placed on the August 2nd ballot. Our millage is a .50 mill, which equates to .4995, which is required because of the rollbacks. So that generates approximately $287,000 for the recreation department. That's an operational millage that helps operate the whole rec department.
And a budget of, what is our budget?
Our budget is $1.2 million, and we get $287,000 from this millage, and then we have a capital improvement millage. So between the two,
Maintenance millage, not capital improvement, maintenance.
Maintenance millage, thank you. And that between both of them, it's just a little over $500,000. So we generate $700,000 in grants, user fees, sponsorships that we bring in.
And this is like basically we never had an increase on this millage from
the original millage.
Millage that we went out for the community. So since that time, we've increased, obviously, our properties, our personnel, and everything else, and you can see what we've done. So we look forward for the community support.
Yes, it's the original millage that was when recreation was just at Centennial Farm and just operated that. And then about 15 years ago, that's when we took over Water's Edge, and the millage never increased. So we operated for a long time without any additional, and that's when the maintenance millage was installed about 3 years ago, because we were having trouble maintaining the facilities and the amount that we were receiving and bringing in. So we are looking for supporters and volunteers to help join the Friends of Grosdale Recreation to assist us in having a successful campaign for the millage. So if anyone's interested, please call the rec department at 675-2364. How was that for a quick little...
Can't be done.
Just the app. I just wanted to go over that real quick.
See.
Okay. So I think everyone is starting to hear that the township purchased the rights to an app. It's called Grosdale Connect. You can get it on iTunes or Google Play. All you have to do is search for Grozeal Connect. I think, honestly, if you just put Grozeal in, it's the only app that starts with Grozeal. So if you put it in, then you can download it. It's free. And so I just wanted to click through some of the items on that, in particular to what affects the Recreation Department. But if you click on meetings, it'll go through and it'll list all the different commissions and committees, and then you can pick on it and it'll tell you, I don't want to get too far from the mic, and it'll tell you the days and times that those committees meet. On Recreation is a drop-down menu, and it has different categories like Centennial Farm, where you can register for programs, special events. There's also a specials button, so we'll be using that quite a bit for golf specials or pool passes, buy one, get one free. So it's very beneficial to have the app because you can click on the specials and there'll be deals throughout the summer. And then there's the complex. If you click, so it'll have golf course information, the pool information, marina, Smokies on the water. When they get their logo to us, we'll update their information. Then Island Fest, it's coming up very soon, and so you'll look through and everything's categorized by like the car show, the carnival, the exhibitors. All of our sponsors are on there, our food vendors, so you can flick through and kind of see what is coming up at Island Fest and what time everything is. So if there's a certain entertainer you want to see, it's all listed in there. Everything that's going to be all the entertainment options. There's community-wide events. Contact us. It's all the township addresses and emails, and who, like I'm under the recreation director, so if you need to contact me, you can contact me through there. Events are events that are happening within the township, things to do, how do I register to vote, or how do I, and alerts is more of a news type thing, not necessarily alerts. The also great feature with this is it's push. We can do push notifications. So if you download the app, if you've downloaded it like last weekend, I believe there was a water main break, so they did a push notification that the water main was broken and that they were replacing it and fixing it. Bridge notifications, right now, whenever the Wayne County Bridge is closed or open and traffic stop, you can get a push notification, especially if it's a long stop, like a freighter. Right now, they're not doing it for all openings. They're kind of working with the police department on that. So it's a great app. It's free, and it's very user-friendly, and it kind of keeps you updated of everything that's going on the island and the Recreation Department, Island Fest. So everyone should download it and use it. It's very beneficial.
Cool. Any questions on the Grozeal Connect?
See, I did that quick.
Thank you. Any more questions of Brandy? All right, thank you, Brandy.
You're welcome.
Any old business?
Nope. Nope.
New business. CRC members. Ann, got anything for us?
Oh, I would like to move to recommend to the Township Board the appointment of Matt Wayne and Chad Novak to the Grozeal Township Recreation Commission.
Second, and is there a second?
Second.
Okay. All right.
Those changed.
So Matt Wayne and Chad Novak are a couple of the people that we interviewed. Matt is a new resident to Grozeal. He just a newlywed, moved on the island, wants to get involved. Chad has been a long-standing member, obviously, of the island here community. I'm sure everyone knows him. He's currently on the Island Fest, but he really wants to get involved with recreation. I thought these were two great, outstanding candidates. Ann or Leah, you guys want to make any additional comments?
I just thought they were enthusiastic and wanting to promote rec, and so they're good.
I would second that. I was also pleased about recruiting a younger person with children who is willing to serve, be on the board, and then of course with Chad on board, that really helps us out because he knows everything on the island.
All right. Any questions about the two nominating candidates? All right. That being said, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say nay. All right. Recommendation passes. right, subcommittee updates. Mr. Malvesto, any updates?
Only that Township Manager Dale Riem, wanted me to tell you guys with the kayak, with the ADA kayak launch, we need a few additional accessories down there. Signage, basically it'd be like a hook that you see at a pool, a toss ring. Last year, the carpeting at the north end was damaged by somebody who thought they could launch a personal watercraft and tore it up. We'd like to replace that and just keep that area cleaned up.
We did buy a ring, though, and hook. Does that got stolen or something? Or?
No, there's one at the north end. You'll need one at the...
We get from both sides.
That's what I thought, and Dale told me no. That's why he asked me to bring it up tonight. I wouldn't have brought it up unless Dale had called me.
We bought it for...
I'm just... If, in fact, there is additional one in storage someplace, we'll dig it up. But Dale called me this afternoon and asked me to bring it up, though.
Positive that we did, because I know it was over there by the lift over on that end.
Yeah, there is one down there.
Oh.
Need one for the ADA launch.
Oh.
Currently, it's not, the soft launch isn't budgeted. Everything was budgeted for the ADA area,
Right.
and so the life ring and the hook were put down by the new launch.
Okay. For some reason I was thinking that's the one that was missing that area. Okay.
So we'd like to maintain that north end launch because it's user friendly for everyone and anyone. The ADA launch takes 3 people to launch a kayak or retrieve it.
We also next meeting we got to talk about fees. We said we were going to do some fees for kayak too. We haven't discussed that either. We got to put that down for next business, I think. Have some discussions about that. But yeah, I mean, okay, that's fine.
Well, those items are not budgeted, so you would have to.
Oh, okay. We have to get some costs and stuff and see what we got then, right? Got to go through the whole thing like that.
As far as the carpeting goes, I'll take the carpeting. I'll pay for that out of my own pocket.
Well, let's see if we can get some costs and stuff like this. But then if we get some fees to do the kayaking too, maybe that'll help try to bring back that money, so it might be all good then.
I personally think it'll drive people away. I don't think people will pay to use it, but that's just my personal opinion. It's your decision.
I thought we were all agreeing to do a 1-year pass or something like that to do something. I mean, I actually thought that from the township board they want us to make sure that if we offer something that we have somehow bringing some money to maintain it or somehow. Then okay, well, we'll have more discussion next time then, I guess. Thank you.
That's and in the interest of brevity.
Okay.
We'll move on.
Any other questions for Tom? All right, thanks, Tom. Miss Leah, you got anything for your open space and greenways?
Yes, I do. The red oak wilt disease dangerous time is from April 15th to July 15th. So continue to urge everyone to check your red oaks for any damage to the bark, or if the leaves are behaving strangely or they're not coming up, etc. And please don't burn any wood that has already been cut unless you've already checked that there are no little things in there that will infect other trees. It's really very important to do that. Secondly, they are working to build a Friends of the open spaces, and they need help with monitoring for dumping and illegal activity, et cetera, and there are so many open spaces surrounded by lovely homes, and so they're hoping to recruit people for all the areas, and they're going to use Groseal Connect in a very high-tech way for all of those people who want high-tech registration, to have people volunteer to be at Manchester or wherever and register. Of course, the old-fashioned way of phones and paper and pencil will still be available by phone and at Water's Edge Recreation Center. So that's it from the Open Space Greenways Committee. They're a wonderful, hardworking group, and we are just so fortunate to have those spaces on this island.
Questions for Leah?
Yeah, Leah, are you involved with the Land Conservancy at all? Well,
only I talked with Bertie, Bertie from there, and they're having a big fundraiser. Are you going to talk about that?
Well, Tammy Taylor approached the board Monday night and spoke about a large tree that was cut down on Church Road.
Yeah, did we find anything more about that? It was
I was asking you if you'd heard anything more.
No, I hadn't heard anything. The Historical Society had identified some years ago, like decades, some 100 trees on the island that should be protected, and so the island kind of said, okay. Well, 50 of them are gone. And just recently, one on Church Road, which was on county property, the people who had just bought the home, mainly bought the home, they said because of this beautiful tree, and because there was somehow the roots of the tree were pushing up the sidewalk, and so Wayne County came in and cut it down.
And then they cut down the wrong tree.
And they cut down the wrong tree. So they're on a new mission to get the township involved in a very legal way of protecting these and getting them identified, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Thanks for reminding me about that, Tom, because that was it wasn't really a part of what we were doing, but it came up.
I just was wondering if you had any additional information.
No, in fact, totally forgot to call Brandy to see what she could find out. But if you can do that, Brandy, maybe that would be. I
asked Tammy to come back and. If she did get more information on the story, to come back and let us all know. But it's so important that the trees, our large trees, all our trees, but our large trees on Grosse Ile, this tree was probably close to 4 feet in diameter. It was an absolutely huge tree, and then they cut down the wrong one.
Terrible.
So
it was just.
I mean, it's important, as part of our bike paths. Our green spaces, our open spaces, just the appearance of our island, that we maintain those historical trees. So
bad enough that we've lost so much to disease.
I know, right? It's every other year it's a different tree.
Yep.
All right, next, Centennial Farm. Any updates?
I just want to remind everybody about the, first tell you the car show was canceled. Remember I talked about that last time? This Saturday is the Grosse Ile Animal Shelter Fun Run, the 5K run and the 1 mile fun run walk this Saturday.
They call it a mutt strut or something, right? Or something? Or no?
They call it a mutt strut?
No? Oh, okay.
He probably does.
Yeah, me too.
And then, they're going to have a booth at the Island Fest, because I'm not sure if we have a meeting before that or not. They always have a booth at the end.
Our next meeting will be after FS, because
we moved up. This is Tails at the end of a row of booths. They have a big end, and there's raffles and auction, silent auction, for lots of goodies.
Which everyone does.
Big fundraiser. Mm-hmm.
Any questions for Helena? All right. Miss Ethel Yups, what you got for us?
There you go.
Okay. Their 46th anniversary this year in May. And the Recreation Department Senior Luncheon is Wednesday, May the 4th at 12:30 p.m. at Centennial Farm. $10, advance reservations only. You go to the Water's Edge office or call 734-675-2364. And the menu is out. We're having Michigan chicken salad with assorted toppings, tomato basil and beef barley soup, crackers, homemade bread, triple Larry strawberry shortcake, and then they put after it cake, coffee, tea, soft drinks, and this is a super value, so make your reservations and come and enjoy. And I'd like to remind people about cards on first and third Thursdays at 1 p.m. at Centennial Farm. The main card is pinochle, but bring your foursomes and you can play euchre or any other games, and coffee and tea is provided. At Senior Fitness, their strength trainings are Monday, Wednesday, and Friday through June the 10th, 9:15 to 10 a.m. at Centennial Farm, $7 for drop-in. A reminder, Senior Meals on Wheels, apply for the program, 1-800-851-1454. Home delivered meals are offered by Wayne County Office of Nutrition. And our van transportation in our new small van for seniors and low income and disabled. If you do not have a car or are unable to drive due to medical reasons, it's Monday through Friday, 1 to 5, reservations at least 24 hours ahead. Preferably 2 to 4 days in advance at 734-675-2364. And that's it. Thank you.
Any questions for Ethel? Thank you, Ethel. Ann, anything to report tonight?
Nope, I don't have anything for the playscape.
Thank you.
Or sunrise.
Natalie, anything for you want to add?
The Grosse Ile Rowing Club would like to thank everyone who contributed in the bottle and can drive and the annual dance. We're going to be selling kayak raffle tickets at Kroger this weekend, so if you guys want to use the kayak launch, you might be able to win a kayak off of us. A ticket is $5, and you can get 5 of them for $20. And the team has their first official race for the spring season this Saturday. We're racing in the Hebden Memorial Challenge Cup out of Wyandotte Boat Club.
Cool. Any questions for Natalie?
I won't be here, but if I give you $20, will you get tickets for me?
Yeah.
And I can trust you?
Yeah.
I know your dad. Thank you.
I know my dad too.
All right, thank you, Natalie. Any discussion items? Then a public comment? Individual commissioner comments? Holly, anything to add?
No.
Leah?
Nope.
Ann?
Nope.
Ethel? Nope. Natalie?
Nope.
Saddle up and hit the road.
Oh, wait, I do have something. Wait, I do have something real fast.
Okay.
I just want to thank everybody who came out for the Kiwanis sponsored island cleanup a couple weeks ago. It looks like they had a great crowd, and the first one was put off due to snow. They did it the next week, and thanks for everybody who showed up.
All right. Brandy, anything to add?
Nope, I'll see everyone at Island Fest May 19th, 20th, or 20, 21, 22.
All right, I'd like to make a motion to recess the regular meeting and conduct a remote location facilities tour at Centennial Farm at Water's Edge. We are going to be leaving here at 8:06 p.m. Can I have a second, please?
Second.
Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right, motion passed. So we're going to have a facilities tour, and then we will reconvene the regular meeting when we're done with those tours, and we'll reconvene our meeting then. Thank you. Is that good enough? 8:06.